I tell you, if it wasn't for prayer and meditation and humility, it would be tough.
Welcome to Dadding. Today I'm talking with Stoney V. Godet, the founder of the Autism Family Network in Santa Cruz, which provides resources, education, and events to individuals on the autism spectrum, as well as their families. Stoney is also the proud father of an awesome autistic child, which he's going to tell us all about. Stoney Godet, we haven't met in person. We've just talked a little bit over the phone. The focus of this episode is around your son, Sydney.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Sydney.
Sydney, man, Sydney's off the chain. I love him, man. He loves SpongeBob. He loves Dory, Nemo, Teletubbies, Monster Inc., and Pooh Bear. He's just very happy and smiles, full of love. He has a pattern each day. If you don't take him out of his pattern, you're good. No different than all of us. I mean, you have your pattern, a certain thing, and if someone gets you on the wrong day and you're hungry, you might just get hangry with them.
Yeah, it's bad, especially when I'm hungry.
Right, and so Sydney's nonverbal. I mean, he has a limited of words. He can use phrases. If he's prompted, he will respond.
Okay.
Sydney can bathe himself. Sydney can dress himself, but it took a while to get there.
When you first got the diagnosis, what went through your mind?
Honestly, man, I got fearful. I got insecure. His mom and I parted as a married couple, but we stayed together as great co-parenting. And I was angry. I was angry at myself. I was angry at the system. I was angry that people were coming up with no true answer for anything, because there's not an answer. There's not a fix. It's not an illness. No difference than if my child woke up and the second day they got their arm cut off, unfortunately, in an accident. I'll teach you how to use your left hand now. And that's what we both decided, me and the mom decided. We're just going to teach him to use the other skills he has. And I was scared.
What has been the biggest challenge about being a dad to a child with autism?
So the toughest overall is dealing with people, to tell you the truth. Dealing with the ignorance and the evilness of judgmental and insecure people. Where being a man of color myself, growing up, some environments were inclusive and some environments were segregated and some environments were hands-off. And I had to learn to navigate them. So with Sydney, this wasn't foreign to me. All I had to do is I took his situation and I just made sure I created the best environments for him. And people are just mean, especially being a kid of color. I could see how it was. There's one lady in a park, she goes, that black kid over there is out. And I was like, I just lost it. But I had to catch myself, especially because of the way that life is right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. I had to realize that's her ignorance and that's her behavior. I tell you, if it wasn't for prayer and meditation and humility, it would be tough.
What does it mean to be a dad to an autistic child?
You're going to be focused on their development, and you're focused on finding the right people to help them reach those skills, the simple skills of life skills. When you have a kid that's on the spectrum, don't change the child to fit your norm or what you think is norm. Change your pattern to work what works for them. We were able to get services at the school. And that's when I tell parents, why argue with the school or with the doctor and say, my child's not autistic, okay? You're looking at it as a negative thing. Why not get all the services possible? We got to get your ego out of the way. Every day I'm learning something from him, man. When you think of just, I am taking a left and a right foot to walk, things that we take for granted, you appreciate it. So what Sydney has taught me is to appreciate the basic things in life. We will stop on the ground when he was small. Dad, clouds. I would fight it like, we got to be here, we got to be there. And then after a while, I said, you know what? And I'm a spiritual man. I go, you know, God is telling me, stop and appreciate this right now. He wants nothing but consistency and calmness.
What advice do you have for a dad out there that whose child may have just been diagnosed with autism?
Be thankful that you're aware of where your child is right now. Be the same father you would be if he wasn't on the autism spectrum. Whatever challenge your child has, just realize he or she has some other power that's amazing, waiting for you to just cultivate and make that kid feel amazing about, feel great about, and those around them to see how amazing he or she is and how amazing he or she's gonna be beyond what we can understand. And the more you're gonna learn from them and how you're gonna be able to relive life with a different sight, parents are gonna envy you because you're gonna have so much joy. Like when I tell people, Sydney flushed the toilet, and people are like, okay, flush the toilet. You have no idea what it took to get there. We changed our life to accommodate the beauty in him. And once I accept that, and once you accept that, man, it's the best. And should you go through challenges that you may not work it out as a couple, the biggest thing I can tell you to do is honor your partner as a co-parent. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's what's in the best interest of your child today and their future. They didn't choose to be here, but you chose a partner to make this beautiful child. Do your best not to lose your patience. It's hard, but do your best not to lose your patience or lose hope.
Thank you for spending some time with us, Stoney. Thank you for sharing about your superhero family. We appreciate it, man.